Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Bobcat Bonsai here. I'm outside today doing my pre-walkthrough before I get ready to mow, and I found a few trees I'm going to dig up. I just wanted to take you along with me for the journey. Alright, so right here it looks like this should be like a little crabapple tree. My wife absolutely hates crabapple trees because we have some big ones and they flower and they make an absolute mess. So let's get this little guy. Alright, so we're gonna see how that does before I dig up any other ones, because it definitely is running off a taproot. So this would be a sucker, and I'm just gonna hope that it definitely pulls through the way that it's supposed to. Alright, on to the next tree. Alright, also not sure what happened there, but it looks like I may have changed my GoPro setting to camera instead of video, so I may not be able to time-lapse some of the stuff. We'll find out though. So I dug up two things from the yard today just to check out. The crabapple was a sucker that came off of a main root line, so we'll see how that works out. And then the one that I'm not sure I got the video of is this little eastern red cedar. It's a little bit wet because I have it soaking in water right now, mostly for the roots, but I have it all just dropped in there and it's just kind of sitting in the water. So if the backstory didn't play out on this one, it was growing out in clay in the middle of my field. By the picture you can tell it's been super dry. I haven't had to mow in about 3 weeks because nothing's growing at all. We're getting a little bit of rain, but not enough to actually saturate the soil out here. So I end up watering my garden twice a day, once super early in the morning and then once late in the evening. So let's jump into it and start getting these things potted up. Alright, so we're going to start out with the eastern red cedar. In here I just put a little bit of pine bark just to sit at the bottom so that not all the soil seeps out. Then I have a mixture of pine bark, peat moss, and vermiculite in here, and a little bit of cat litter. All natural, so that the clays are in there as well. So I'm just going to get this all dropped in real quick. Let's pull this little guy and see how much we can get into this pot. I'm going to try and keep all the root, because the last thing I want right now is taking roots off when it's already just so hot and dry everywhere. All right. So I have no intentions of doing anything with this tree right now. I'm just planting it, and then I'll keep watering it. And basically I'm just going to hope that I can keep it alive. I'm just going to dip it into this bucket of water over here to try to feed the moisture in through the bottom real quick. I guess nothing about that is quick, so I'm just working my way through it. Alright, so again, I'm gonna break out my little dog dish like I've done before. Set this down in here and add a little bit of water. Alright, I'm going to add a lot of water. Okay, so now I'm going to let this guy soak for a little bit. So this is the other guy. This is the crabapple tree. This was the main root that it came off of. I'm hoping that this one can stay alive. As you can see that from up and in here, apparently this one's tried to grow quite a few times, and I decided to mow it down quite a few times. That's not promising. I was hoping that that was a little root that apparently was not connected at all. But let's get this little guy planted up. So for this one, I have most of it. Here we go, we'll just turn you this way. I have most of the soil in here. I just took what was left. So it's got a little bit of the cat litter and a little bit of the vermiculite, but it's mostly all just pine bark and peat moss. So my goal here is I'm just going to split this down the middle, and it's a little bit wide, and since I did so much damage to this root already, I'm going to nip off this side. And that's going to get me in there just right. So now the overall goal is to just bury this whole thing down in here. And get it covered up about as well as I can here. And I'll throw a little bit extra pine bark on top. I just have some like random rocks and stuff laying around, so I'm gonna set a rock here and then another little one in the front just to stabilize it here. Then I have some old potting soil and stuff down at the base that I'm just gonna drop around the top as well, just to get mixed in here. I'll show you this here in a minute. I'm going to pull these rocks back out for now. I'm going to get that all mixed in with the pine bark so that it's a good mixture of everything. Alright, so there that is, all mixed up. Let's reset our rocks here. One in front, one in the back. Good, good, good. Alright. So now that that is all set, don't mind how messy my garden area is, but now we're going to give this some water. And really what we're going for here is just try to soak everything good. I'm going to come over to this little guy, And I'm definitely going to be knocking some of the soil out in the process of doing this. All right, get it back to that side. Let's get some more in here. So our goal for the initial planting is just to get everything just nice and soaked. All right. So we'll pull this one, set that back up there. We're gonna grab this extra water here. And just really soak this in. All right. Then I'm gonna take some more of this now that this is out of the water. And just really let it just get in here and run out. I really need to get this leveled out better because everything is slanting to one side right now. All right, so I'm not packing the soil down. I'm just making sure that it's not overflowing out this one side over there. Alright, so I'm just picking up some more extra soil that I've got under here to just really work my way around the top of this, because it's still, I just want to make sure that it traps as much moisture in as possible. I've got some stuff that is just absolutely soaked now from all the water running out of it. Alright, so let's give this one last little water here. Alright, so that about wraps it up. I'm just going to end up sliding it underneath my workbench. That way it has some shade for the next couple of days. And then, as long as everything's looking good, I'm gonna come back and start to move it back out into more direct sunlight again. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification if you want to be notified for future videos. Thank you.